Today we're going to talk about mastering the art of an unscripted sales call. You might be thinking, do we need a script? Do we not need a script? And what do we do if it's unscripted? We're going to hit all of that today. Let's do it. Hey, I'm Matt Wolach. I help software leaders understand how to generate more leads, close more deals, and scale your company. So if you're looking to do those things, definitely hit the subscribe button right now. I'm going to give you all the formulas and tips and methods and ways of generating extra leads and extra closed deals. So hit that button, hit the little bell. That way you'll be notified of all the cool stuff I give you. And today we're talking about mastering the art of an unscripted sales call. Sales calls, demos, those are the heart of your sales process and that buyer's journey. So we need to make sure those are incredible. And if we have a bad sales call, if we don't do the right things or don't run it the right way, then it's not going to go well. And that deal is going to die right there. And so a lot of people think, well, let me script it out. Let me just make sure I write everything out. But the problem is, if you script it out and read that, then it sounds very robotic and you can do this or you could do that. And it's terrible. People don't like it. They want a natural, easy conversation. Buyers want to feel like you're just hanging out with them and your buddies kind of sharing some ideas and thoughts about this product. And so we need to get to that natural state. However, we also want to make sure we don't forget anything or miss anything, or even if we're passing on our knowledge to somebody else, a new hire or something, we have to make sure they don't miss anything. So how do we have an unscripted sales call and still cover everything we need to and get buyers to buy? The answer is process. We have to have a process that we can follow. And this took me a long time. I was struggling in my early days of selling until I learned this process I'm going to share with you. It's called the perfect deal process. And in fact, I didn't learn it. It came to me and I created it from all this experience of getting beat up and other things I've learned from other sales mentors. And so the perfect deal process makes it very simple. If you follow this process, then you can have an unscripted call, because as long as you have the key components, you're going to be able to guide that buyer through their journey and get them realizing your product is perfect for you. So that perfect deal process, D.E.A.L, it stands for something. D is for discovery. You have to learn about the buyer. You have to learn about their needs. We need to discover so we find fit, but we also want to connect with them. We also want to make sure they know what we're talking about. And just by asking the right questions, they're going to see you know this industry and you know what you're talking about with regards to their business. And the fourth thing about that is we need to make sure that that buyer feels emotion around their pain. They can't just think, oh yeah, I kind of want to figure out if I want a tool. No, they have to think, I need this right now. If I don't get this right now, we're dead. And so you have to get them to understand that. And proper discovery does that. Now, if you want to understand more about that and how to do all those things, click this link right here and go to a video that I gave you showing you exactly how to have a great discovery process. Now, that's the D. The second step is E. We need to educate the buyer. We need to make sure that they understand that there's some sort of transformational shift or some sort of, happening that's going on in the industry or in culture overall that's causing companies like theirs to need to make a shift. And we want to make sure they understand that if they don't make this shift, they could be in trouble. And so we need to educate the buyer on this. Sometimes they're so focused on their own business, they don't see the entire industry as a whole, and they don't understand how that's going to be. You are the expert because you do talk to so many different people in the industry, and so you can help them through that. So we've got the D, we've got the E. Now it's time for the A, associate. Associate means connect your solution to their problems. Now that you've done this discovery and you've educated them, what we've learned, we need to make sure that we show them specifically what our product can do for them. We need to connect our solution to their challenges. Sometimes people just go through their demo and they say everything there is to say about the product. Problem is, people will get bored during the parts that don't apply to them. And then when you get to something that's important for them, they're already bored and they might have already checked out, and it won't make a big difference. We need to hit what's very important for them and skip the parts that they don't really care about. So associate and win. And the last piece is L, lead. We need to lead the buyer. We need to get them to understand that we are in control. We are the ones who are guiding the process. You're the expert, okay? You're the one who knows this industry, who knows the product, who knows the process to get somebody to understand the product and how it works for them. And so you need to be the one in charge to make sure that they're understanding everything in the best possible way and the most efficient way. So we need to lead. If you do those four things in the perfect deal process, you're going to win. Discover, educate, associate, and lead. I have trained tons of software leaders around the world, in fact, thousands of them, use this process I built every day to close deals. For example, Brian, he's in Washington, he went from 11% close rate to 42%. Paul in the UK went from 26% to 87%. They followed this process and they did it by putting in the process, and then their calls could be unscripted because they already knew exactly how to run the call. They could have that conversation naturally. They didn't have to have a script about them. Now, I'm not saying that they went in without practicing. Practicing is critical. You need to practice. And if you think you're going to just pick up this process and you're good to go, it's not going to work. You need to practice. You need to go through the right steps and practice it so that when you get on a call with somebody, it feels good. It feels natural, and you have the confidence to know that you can go get it. Now, this is a really, really important thing to do. If you want to make sure that you're getting it just right, definitely check out my course, Software Demo Secrets. In Software Demo Secrets, I walk you through exactly how to make sure you implement the perfect deal process expertly well so that you can have these unscripted calls. And you won't have to worry about, oh no, what if we script, but then we read it and it sounds terrible and it's not smooth. It walks you through not only the process, but how to deliver that demo expertly well, how to make sure the buyer feels emotion so that they convert. Get that Software Demo Secrets right now, and that way you can close a whole lot of more deals. Thousands of people have gotten that package, that product, and they're absolutely loving it. I get emails all the time about how much it's helping people close more deals. I hope that this helps you. If you want, subscribe. I want to make sure that you are getting all the information you need to be able to close more deals. If you have an idea, throw it out in the comments down below. I'll be able to answer those ideas, or a question that you might have. Or if you think, hey, what about this? Or what if I try this? I'll be able to answer those for you. Just put it down in the comments. And then like this video. That will show other people this is something good, and it'll show me that this is helpful for you. So hit that little like there, and I'd really appreciate it. So thanks very much for checking this out. Hope this helps you. Go do your calls unscripted, natural, but practiced. And you'll do very well.